The year began in darkness for an American giant. Intel, a name once synonymous with technological dominance, was in a freefall. The market's verdict was harsh, unforgiving. In the first quarter of 2025, the company's stock plunged to a devastating low, $17.67 per share. To many on Wall Street and in Silicon Valley, it felt like the end of an era. The question wasn't if Intel would lose its crown, but how much of the kingdom would be left. The U.S. government established a policy floor, acquiring an $8.9 billion equity stake at $20.47 per share. This was a lifeline, a signal America would not let this firm collapse. The move stabilized the stock and sent a shockwave through the market. The effect was electric. Confidence, once shattered, began to mend. From that August floor, the recovery was swift and powerful. By December 29th, Intel stock had executed a 78.94% year-to-date rebound. The stock chart no longer looked like a cliff, but a deep, dramatic U-shape. The story of 2025 for Intel is a tale of two extremes, hitting rock bottom, then finding the will and the help to begin the arduous climb back. The financial rebound was fueled by a seismic shift in the corner office. The board ousted CEO Pat Gelsinger. An engineer at heart, his idealistic vision of technological supremacy failed to halt the decline. In his place came a pragmatist, Lip Bhutan o Autamsin, a tactician known for financial discipline. Not an Intel lifer, but a chip veteran and seasoned venture capitalist. He understood that survival came before ambition. His mandate was clear: stop the bleeding, stabilize the ship, make the hard choices others avoided. The old guard exited, including Michelle Johnston Holthouse, as a new hierarchy took shape. It wasn't just personnel, it was a cultural reset toward execution and the bottom line. Even as Intel's stock recovered, a critical challenge emerged from its most formidable rival and potential partner, NVIDIA. A cloud of doubt formed over Intel's most advanced process, 18A. Late in 2025, reports surfaced that NVIDIA, after conducting initial tests, had paused its evaluation of 18A. The reasons cited were fundamental: manufacturing yields and performance metrics that didn't yet meet NVIDIA's exacting standards. A significant blow to hopes that Intel's foundry could quickly win the most important AI customer. The news forced a reevaluation of NVIDIA's $5 billion investment. It was not a firm promise to use Intel's foundries for next-gen GPUs. More accurately, it was supply chain insurance, a strategic hedge. While its primary partner, TSMC, remained the gold standard, the money bought NVIDIA a seat at the table, not a commitment to order from the menu. The technical details behind the hesitation were stark. A key metric is SRAM cell density, crucial for on-chip memory. Leaked specifications: Intel 18A 0.021 UM2, TSMC N2 0.0175 UM2. This difference is not trivial. Fewer transistors in the same area lead to lower performance and reduced power efficiency. The pause was a clear signal. For the most advanced AI chips, 18A wasn't ready for prime time. Faced with a manufacturing gap and immense catch-up costs, Intel's new leadership initiated a survival strategy built on pragmatism. The painful cost-cutting, headlined by the 25,000 layoffs, was the first phase. A brutal but necessary measure to free up capital and extend runway for a more nuanced plan. The company had to stop betting the house on a single heroic victory over its rivals. The new approach was the symbiotic strategy. Instead of all-out competition, Intel pivoted to coexistence and cooperation. Xeon would be marketed as the ideal head node for large-scale AI systems. NVIDIA GPUs do the heavy lifting while Xeons provide orchestration, data management, and control. It was also an admission. Gaudi DOTS 3 sales failed to dent CUDA's dominance. Simultaneously, Intel fought to become NVIDIA's foundry partner, the ultimate validation and financial boon. The plan was twofold: collaborate on systems and win manufacturing, a humble, necessary strategy for recovery. The dramatic rebound bought Intel something priceless: time. With brutal restructuring, government backing, a strategic pivot, a window of opportunity, but huge challenges remain. The future hinges on answers due in 2026. The most urgent question centers on 18A. Can yields rise from 55 to 65% toward the 80% gold standard? First major test: Panther Lake. A successful launch would validate 18A and high volume readiness. Failure would be devastating. A new leader pulled the company back from the brink. Painful sacrifices were made. The path forward is narrow and risky, but hope is no longer absent. Now Intel must execute and deliver. Can Intel learn how to win?